So hello to anyone watching this. I am currently the rank 2400 player in the US server. And as far as the dog goes, you can see I'm at rank 45. So I'm pretty well versed in this character. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to his moves. And I understand him at a high level, a 1v1 level. Teams, I'm just going to say I'm in Elo hell. Can't really climb. I beat top 1,000 players and don't even move on the leaderboard, so I'm not sure what that's about. I'm going to start with describing the moves. We're going to go over neutrals first in order of the value they provide, and then we'll move into specials, and I'll talk about perks after. So first off with his specials, his two most valuable specials are neutral and down attack. Both in the air and grounded, they are both very solid. Neutral is... They are both chargeable as well. So neutral is your bread and butter for being a mage. This is a hit that does around 5 damage uncharged. Let's see how much it does charged. It does, you know, 8. The charge isn't really for damage, it's for knockback. Other than that, this move is dodge cancelable, so you can fake out a projectile and punish on a whiff. Also, the charge scales the angle of your throw. So this is me angling it up. You can angle it up, down, forward, or neutral. So neutral is very straightforward. Down bounces, and up is going to be what you're going to use to probably stop aerial approaches. Now with charge, I'm going to move away. Now that's a high arc, and you can throw that in teams. If you have a free moment, it is very good at controlling the airspace, zoning out enemies, maybe helping out your ally, do combos in the air, whatever you need to do with that. That is a good move for it. It's the same in the air, although full charging in the air, you know, you don't fall that much slower. You just fall a little slower. You still get the same angles, so you can angle it all the way up. You can go for some crazy, like if you have an Arya on your team, if they're sending people up, you can just get that kill for them. And the other move that is really notable in his normals are his down attacks. So he has an aerial version and a grounded version, both chargeable, but they are not dodge cancelable. I'm pressing dodge there, but I cannot move. That is, like, it means you have to commit. It's okay. There's a ditch joint on your tail when you swing, so it does win out a lot of attacks. You know, not every attack. Like there's Iron Giant's grab and some stuff that can beat it, but it does have good ditch joint. And the aerial version is a combo tool. It's a kill move. With charge, it kills at like 100. On some characters, like assassins, it'll kill at 100 with charge. Very strong. You can fast fall into it like that. Some people won't expect that. Some people will. It's your primary kill tool. Your other option of killing people with your normals is going for these like downward angled projectiles off stage. They hit at the angle the ally hits them away from the enemy hits them away from the projectile. So when the projectile hits, the enemy will fly in the opposite direction from where it hit them. So if it hits them from above, they're going down. And that is very good. It's very strong. You might want to work on like your angle, making sure you know how to... When you do some charge here, you can almost like completely... If that hits someone 60%, they're down there. There's no coming back from that. So next, I'll go into his next best normal, which it's not really part of your kill pressure, but you can make it that way, which is going to be his forward air. That hits 3 times, meaning you can beat out some armor. And the best part about it is you can follow and combo into it. Shaggy's set to dodge right now, and as you can see, you know, people aren't robots. It is a 3-hit, and I will say the hit stun on the first hit is bonkers. You see how long it took Shaggy to dodge there? And we'll do the second now. There's a lot less hit stun on the second. So if you're hitting the second, you only have 2 options after that. It's to finish the combo, but sometimes they can launch up out of your combo a little bit if they're high percent. That's when you just do the up attack. Now, his Up attack is not really a kill move. As you can see, that was full charge. It only sent him up like halfway up the screen. The thing about it is it puts you higher than your jump will. That's a high jump. I'm holding the jump button here. It puts you even higher than that. So it's good in that regard, but you know, it's not a kill move unless you hit them at the very tip. The thing it is good at is racking up damage on recovering enemies, because this move is very active and it's very surprisingly, it takes a lot of priority, like compared to his other moves. I don't know if it's because he's got like a green effect on his back, but it's just not a kill move. That's all. Like, look at this Shaggy. Jesus Christ. Took till 170 to kill, so, and that's with full charge. But it is a good combo route move. But I will go into that after I explain his specials. His specials are not really combo-oriented abilities, but they are good for controlling space, helping your team. That is the primary goal of them, helping yourself. The first special I want to go over, and this is where I'm going to start talking about his key perks, because key perks affect his specials. This is the key perk I would recommend using. It's for the crystal. The crystal gives you the charged buff or the shock state. I'll put it up on screen, a little description of what it does, but gives your allies on your next hits. As you can see, he's all shocky and it deals a little damage. It's good, but not only that, the crystal also applies the shock state. But this is just free tick damage for you and your ally. Essentially, the crystal follows you with this perk I have equipped, and it's the only one I can recommend for singles. So the crystal is probably your best thing to use in neutral when your opponent isn't approaching you. By not approaching you, they can let you get a crystal off. You know, the higher the charge, the higher the crystal goes. And this shock debuff can apply to you and your allies, giving you a lot of tick damage. You always want to be getting it. As you can see, he's just taking like 4 extra points of damage on those hits there, which is nothing to scoff at in a game like this. Has very low damage. The next special I would like to talk about, and this is affected by the down special, which makes his fireballs wall bigger, and that is his down special. On ground, it's like, okay, it covers some space, it can stop approaches, you could just throw it out if Batman's flying at you and he'll get hit by it. The good thing about it coming out that way, though, is when it hits someone, Shaggy's gonna stand in it like an idiot, but it will burn them for 5 seconds. That is nothing to scoff at. That is an extreme amount of damage build up. And not only does it apply like that, it applies burn on any projectiles that pass through. So you want to combo that with your neutral. And, you know, the aerial version, this is your key right here. You can come down on people, combo into it. It's really good. It is one of your best space controllers. It allows you to land easier. Some people won't try to, you know, juggle you if you use it. Very strong. Probably Reindog's best move. I just don't recommend taking the perk for it, because as you can see, the wall is big enough as it is, and it lets you get your fire buff on your projectiles pretty easily. You do have 4 charges, so you can't spam it. But those charges do have, I'd say, about 4 second cooldown. So you kind of can spam it. I'm not really telling you exactly what to do, but, you know, use it at your own discretion. It's really good edge guard tool. That will spike. It'll ignite if they don't die, building up damage. Nothing to laugh at. Now, what is kind of laughable, at least in singles, is his tether. His tether lasts around 3 seconds in singles. It does around 12 damage. It's not very strong. It's a very weak move in singles, but it's a move, so use it. It's free damage. Just take it. Use it every time it's up. Maybe don't get hit using it, but like you can use it and like just try to keep people in the middle. And the good thing about having an ally on your team in doubles is it lasts almost the whole cooldown of the move when it's tethered to an ally. And I just want to get an exact number on how much damage it can do. I'm going to say around 40, I believe. 44 damage from one button. Granted, you have to have the positioning, but that's just going to build up damage. It's really strong. I can't complain about this special. I can in singles, though. So, yeah, that's what that is. Now, a special that is good in singles is a side special. It's not really a kill move, but similar to the down air, it has armor breaking on the ground. It also has a sweet spot. It is extremely hard to hit. It is at the very tip of the move, at the very end. And as you can see, it's an 8 damage move, so it beats out a lot of other moves. So I wouldn't recommend spamming it though, because you could just get taken out from the air, taken out by disjoint. So take that for what it is. But what you can enjoy is actually the aerial version of this move. This move is your one of your go-to recoveries, and it is really good at edge guarding, like I will show here, because it is a very active move. You can fast fall into it. What the hell is Shaggy doing? Well, you can fast fall into it, and it does have pretty good launch compared to the grounded. So good move, good recovery. Very active. It can be beat by disjoints, so look out for that. But other than that, it is solid. Now, his next recovery move is his up air aerial special. So this move lets you move faster. It's really good because people won't expect the third jump sometimes. No one knows what Reindog does, so that's a good part about it. And it does have another property that no one knows about. You can throw him. I've never been thrown. If someone finds out it's busted, I'm sure everyone will know then. But for now, no one knows. So don't expect to get thrown in a lot. Now, another good thing about it is you can dodge out of it. You cannot dodge out of your side special, but your side special does hit. So this has no hitbox. It is just a move. And that is all about his specials. One thing that I didn't really explain too much is his neutral does not go through walls. And it will not auto-target as well. So if you really need to hit your ally, you need to have line of sight on them. And you also need to be in range, because there is a range, and that's the range. As you can see, if I'm here, it's gonna connect, but here it will not connect. Here, yes. Here, no. Okay. Now I'm gonna go into combos. Combos are great. They're actually the reason I love playing this character in singles. Forward air is your combo starter for a lot of moves. Down air can also be used as a combo starter. That's your bread and butter combo right there. You can also do just one and then into the down tilt if you could hit the first one. And that is your go-to kill combo, I would say. The problem is no one really knows about the first hit stun yet. Yeah, I haven't seen any other Reindogs do this. But yeah, it's very solid. Down air combos into literally almost all the moves. Let's see it at lower percents. Good combo into forward tilt, down air, forward tilt, down tilt. You could combo into down tilt straight up out of it instead of going for the front tilt. You're gonna lose some damage, and it can be dodged sometimes, but I would recommend doing this one because it's more consistent. And that's what, 32 damage? Not 32 damage, but it's a good chunk. The forward tilt can combo into a lot. You can sometimes like forward tilt into up attack is good, especially if your teammates in the air. You can combo to them. Like I said about the up air, it's not very good, but it can give you an extra like 10 damage in a combo, which is always worth it. You can always throw your tether before you combo to go for, you know, a little extra burn on them as you're doing it. And even if they're dodging away from you, the tail can still hit. And as you probably saw there, you want to hit the tail at like right around here, because that's where the hitbox will first come out. You can miss the... You need to hit the multi-hits to get the combo on this move. Or not the multi-hits, just the last hit. And it's a really effective kill option. And then you always want to be looking for edgeguard spikes. That is honestly your best kill option. Your tail can come through the stage at like a crazy disjoint. And then your other kill options, like I mentioned before, it spikes. So go for the down special off stage. Go for your neutral air off stage. These combos, people will usually not notice them in a scrap. So if they're not noticing them, they're looking out for your actual spike instead, because this will go through the stage, disjoint, and like kill people. Like, as you can see, it hits, like, if you're here, like where I am now, it will hit. So it's very strong at killing people early. But as far as killing people early, that's not Reindog's thing. Reindog does not kill people early. He really has to build up the damage, which is why he has such a potent down special. Another thing you can do is like combo into that down special setup. And as you can see, what was that, 7 hits roughly, and he's already at 61. The burn really does do wonders, especially in 2s. So do not sleep on that burn. And there's, you know, you have a down air into up air actually, and then you also have down air into grounded up attack, and then at lower percents obviously, down air into up attack. You just gotta fast fall after you hit, or you gotta hit it really low. But it's a really true combo. You can actually get 5 hits on a true combo if you hit the up air, and there's usually enough hits done to land them all. So all in all, I'm gonna go over matchups in a second, but do not sleep on this character just because you see him in teams and you think he's bad. Like, he's really not. The support role is not really limiting him in any way other than kill power. I'd say his good matchups are Batman and Taz. Batman, you can destroy the Batarang. It literally reduces Batman's pressure by a lot. Just shoot a projectile when he's approaching with it. Taz only uses side B, so just hit him with a projectile. Don't worry about him. Like, you can down air him from above, and it's a disjoint, so you won't get damaged. His bad matchups now. He has around 4 bad matchups, I would say. Bugs Bunny, a good Bugs Bunny can beat you with his rockets and his safe. Those projectiles do not disappear when hitting other projectiles. So those 2 moves are very strong against Reindog. The Wonder Woman matchup can be painful against a good Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman has some crazy loops, some rush down, so be on the lookout for that. And speaking of rush down and loops, Shaggy as well. A very strong character for holding Reindog down, getting him off the map, hitting him with big armored moves. It's very 50-50 getting the armor breaks on Reindog if you use the down attack. So just be wary of that. And Finn could be bad. Finn It's super player dependent. The like you need to be playing against the top tier player to really have an issue with a Finn. Like the only Finns I've ever struggled with were in the top hundreds. So yeah, other than that, every matchup is even. Iron Giant can do some work if the Giant's good. And you could break LeBron's basketball, but LeBron's just a great character overall, so it's not really counter matchup for him. The perks you want to be taking on the dog, like I mentioned before, Crystal Pow, best perk, 1v1s, no questions asked. It is the perk to take in 1v1s. As far as team play goes, you can take the other one, but they're both good. They're both really good. Now, Wildcat Brawler, this is good for getting that kills off your down special, down attack. I mean, your down attack does really good with the extra launch. It doesn't have as much launch as your down air though, so sometimes I would recommend taking Lumpy Space Punch instead. And as far as teams, I would say School Me Once if you're against Velma or Bugs in teams. Oh yeah, if you're against a Reindog in teams, you could take School Me Once as well. But other than that, I don't recommend stacking School Me Once. It's not great to stack. That's Flammable is also another red perk you can take. Holy crap, you burn people a lot. It is strong. Hit them while they're down is also really good in teams, because if you're playing correctly, getting the crystal off, getting the fire off, they will be debuffed constantly. There's no question. So yeah, I don't think Make It Reindog is a good perk for Reindog. Having his projectiles go slower controls more space, so I would not recommend taking. Now, green perks. This is, I always take Aerial Acrobat and Speed Force Assist in 1v1s. I can't stress enough how good these perks are. 4% move speed on everything is, other than maybe dodge, wow, it's great. You know, triple jump is good. You aren't really a juggle character as Reindog, so I'd say, like, if you play with an Arya who like really always needs their triple jump, you could throw it on instead of the red perk, but I'd recommend these two over other perks. If you're in a very like assassin matchup, Taz Trig is very good. Yeah, I can't really recommend too many other perks. Like, you don't need cooldown. Dodge stuff is always nice. But yeah, that's going to be my overview on the perks and which ones I think are good. Ice to Beat You can be good too if you're in like a double Batman opponents. Like, they're going to rush you down. You don't want, like, the ice, per stack of ice, they get slowed. If you didn't know, that's how ice worked. So that is very good to have. Remember to buy the taunt. Buying the taunt is fundamental for the character. You got to twerk on your the corpses of your enemies. That's all I want to say about that. And I love this character. He's so much fun. I thought he was going to be very weak in ones. I wasn't expecting to go anywhere with him, and now I'm in top 50 on this character, and you know, I'm in top 3,000, top 2,500 in singles. So don't sleep on him in ones, and play some Reindog, have some fun. That's what it's really about at the end of the day. Thank you.